Hi everybody, happy Monday, and good afternoon to anybody who is joining, and welcome to another round of Meditation Mondays. My name is Juliana Collins, and I am a child and adult therapist here at the Anti-Violence Partnership. So if this is your first time joining us, I want to extend a really warm welcome, and if you're returning, then welcome back. So I was doing a lot of thinking about what I would do for Meditation Monday. And I would like to guide you through a meditation that focuses on staying present while witnessing or experiencing suffering. And so it seems like for almost the past 5 months, we've witnessed constant suffering with COVID. And then if you live in Philadelphia, that suffering is just amplified by the gun violence. And so over the last 2 years, I've really immersed myself into meditation and into different meditation practices. And one that I found to be really helpful for me, it's something called Tonglen, and it means sending or receiving in Buddhism practices. So today, what I'd like to do is guide you through a practice. Lately, what I've been doing is visualizing a dark cloud of suffering over those who are affected by injustices. I breathe in that cloud and I breathe out compassionate light. So when I'm face to face with suffering, I employ Tonglen so that I can stay present, where otherwise I might have felt sort of overwhelmed by what I was receiving or taking in. So I want to say that if you do find it difficult to breathe in a dark cloud, you might want to experience with imagining the dark cloud as a white cloud or a bright colored cloud, or maybe one other thing, or cool air. Let's say that. So either a white or a brightly colored cloud, or cool air. And so I'm going to ask you to please follow along. So I'll give everyone a few seconds to make themselves comfortable as I guide you through this short meditation. And I do want to remind you, like I tend to remind everyone when I do Meditation Mondays, that there's no wrong way to meditate. All that you need is yourself for the practice. Okay, so get settled in a position that feels most comfortable to you. And so as we settle into a comfortable position, for some people that might be laying down, it might be sitting cross-legged on the floor. I tend to do meditation with my feet planted onto the ground so that I feel physically grounded. And I like to keep my back kind of straight, not too straight, but just enough that it feels comfortable. And so I'm going to invite you to take a few deep cleansing breaths. In through the nose, and then out through the mouth. And I'm going to invite you to take anywhere from 3 to 5 of these big, deep cleansing breaths. And take those in through the nose and out through the mouth at your own pace. And I'm going to take my last big breath in. And my last breath out. And so when you feel like you've taken enough of some deep and cleansing breaths, I'm going to invite you to bring to mind a person. And I want you to imagine that this person is standing in front of you. Imagine this person suffering as a dark cloud surrounding them. And again, if it's too much to take in a dark cloud, think of a white cloud, think of a bright colored cloud, or cool air that's surrounding this person. And so keep the image of this person in your mind. And as you inhale, imagine breathing in that dark cloud or another element that you come up with. And as you breathe it in, imagine that cloud transforms into a bright, warm light of compassion at your heart area. And it might feel good for you to feel your heart area physically right now. And when you exhale, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you're extending that light of compassion to the person that's suffering. And by sending them this compassionate light, you're alleviating that suffering. And I'm going to invite you to continue doing this. Continue taking deep, intentional breaths in and breathing in that cloud or that air of suffering. And when it feels good and it feels right to you, I'll invite you to continue exhaling and directing that compassion and that light to the loved one that you're thinking of. And similar to when we started, I'll invite you to do this somewhere between 3 and 5 times at your own pace, okay? Just whatever feels comfortable for you. And whenever you feel like you've taken enough breaths and when you feel ready to return to the present moment, I'll invite you to do that. And so this was a pretty short meditation practice today, but I think it's one that can be really useful. We can always use our imagination and use imagery in any space or place that we're in. And so I'm going to invite you to notice what happens when you include compassionate practices into your meditations. And my hope is that they bring you and many others peace during such difficult times in the world, in the country, and, really in the city of Philadelphia right now. And so lastly, we at AVP, we care and we want to hear from you. And so our office spaces are still physically closed, but we are available for counseling services. We're available for our victim witness services and more. Additionally, we recently started doing short-term counseling, crisis counseling for those who have been affected by the protests or any type of police brutality in the city. So if you would like to talk to us, please reach out. I'm going to give you our email address and our phone number. So our email, it is avp@avpphila.org. Or you can give us a call, and that number is 215-567-6776. 215-567-6776. So I want to send you all warm wishes into your day, into your week. I really hope that Tonglen is something that you can start to maybe incorporate into your practice. And stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.